Hey guys, and today we are starting a YAR series or Youth Academy Regens Youth Squad Legends. I think that's what Cutsey's one is called. And we're going to be starting one today with Portsmouth. Quickly just change the name here to the Portsmouth manager's name, and I think it was Andy Offord. That's what his name was. I just checked it there. So once we've typed all these in and fixed the nationality and skin type, we can go ahead and see our week objectives and get a couple of scouts hired. If you don't know how YAR works, basically I need to try and win the Champions League with only using Youth Academy Regens, either bought from my academy or bought from free transfers or our clubs. You know what players to buy because of the faces, and also you can't buy real life players. So our league objective is to go ahead and try and win the league title and get promotion. So we're going to hire our first three scouts, and we have none that is good, but so we're going to have to use some of these one-star ones. Richard Baird from Scotland. Go ahead and choose Tom Solly from England here. Then for the third one, we'll go ahead and we'll choose. In fact, we may as well choose Camillo Pavoletti, because at least he's Italian. We can send him to Italy in his first time round. So we get a transfer offer for Craddock's 110,000. His value is 104,000. So we go ahead and counter that to 175,000 and try and push our luck for it. We then come back with 120,000. We're going to put his value in at 140,000. Hopefully we can take that. So they decided to go ahead and match that bid. We then get an offer for Watmouth. I think that's how you got to say it. But because he is going to be a first team player, because I've looked at the team a wee bit, I'm going to need him, so I cannot sell him this time round. He can go next transfer window though, or the next again, like summertime transfer. So go ahead and reject him. So this is the team I've came up with for the best starting 11 for Portsmouth. We've got Jones, we've got Butler who's a 58 left back that has to play right back. We've got Chorley who's a 64. We've got Robinson who's a 65, and we've got Shorey who is a 65 as well. Then over in right mid we do have Jed Wallace who is a 64 overall, Dunn who is a 61 overall, Hollins who is a 62 overall, and Forsden, I think that's how you say it, is a 64 overall right mid playing left mid. And then over up in our two main strikers are going to be Tubbs who is a 64 and Taylor who is a 62 overall. So we got an offer for Chorley, but I'm going to reject that because he's going to be starting for us. So I actually forgot to send the scouts out for the first month. So we'll go ahead and send them to their home countries, because that's probably the best thing you can do for the first time round that you send the scouts out. So Baird, we're going to send him off to his homeland of Scotland, which is, if you can't tell by my accent, it's the same country I'm from. Then we've got Tom, we're going to send him over to England to scout. And then we're going to send off Pavolotti to Italy. That's not really there. There we go, there's Italy, and we're going to send him for 3 months as well. So transfer deadline day, we've got our top deals are Rooney for 40.5 million. We've got De Gea to Juventus for 25 million, and Martinez. So our first scout report, and Frezzolini is only an 82, so he's not going to be much use to us. Then we've got Ferraro, who's an 83, and he's not going to be used either. Then going into England, we do have a 76, which is no use, and an 86. We're going to leave him there for a month and see if he goes up or down. Then going over into Scotland, we've got a 72, a 73, and a 77. So then our scout report comes back again with a 90 overall. Don't know whether to risk this, but I think just because there is a 90 we'll risk it in case it can go up to like a 92 or whatever. But it looks as though he's a mostly attacking player. And then we've got a 70. In England we have an 82 overall. Yeah, as you can see, the boy that we left there for the next month got taken to a different club and we have a 76. Then in Scotland we do have a 72 and an 82 keeper. So our youth squad report comes back as he has dropped from a 90 all the way down to an 83 overall. So then we get back to another report from Italy, who's we sprung back an 87, which is no use because we want like a 92, 93, 94. Then going into England, we've got a 68 overall. We've got a 72 and a 76. Then in Scotland, we do have a 79 overall, and there we go, a 94 overall. We'll take him straight away, Kirk Ryan. Then we've got a 79 overall, who's no use. So we came back and we're actually going to fire Tom because he actually came back with nothing whatsoever that was useful. At least Pavel, what he came back with a 90 wasn't, did drop down, but at least he came back with something that decently high. So Tom can just go. And let's see what we've got here. Oh, again, 1 star. So we've got to hold off. And then we get another youth squad report. He has dropped back down to an 82, which is no use unless they can try and somehow find his way back up. But Kirk Ryan has stayed at a 79 to a 94. Look at those stats, the potential stats. They look amazing. I hope he's a right wing. So he came back and there is not a good one we can afford, so we're stuck with another 1 star, 1 star. I think I'm going to go with I think we'll go with Shane Ward. Yeah, I'll go with him. So now that he's available, we'll go ahead and send out our new, and we're going to send Baird over to France for 3 months. We're going to send Ward out to Ireland because it's his first time, so we'll send him out there. And we're going to send Pavarotti to, we'll send him to Germany. So I have an offer for Jones of 375,000. His value is 425, and they're telling me, and the chief is telling me 565 to 685. So I could try to put it in between to about 600, and we'll put it about 625,000. So our first squad report from this month is he's went back up to an 83, which is getting there, and boom, Kirk Ryan has went up from a 79 to an 82, 82 potential to 94. This is looking good. Hopefully it is the right wing that I'm wanting because I'm looking to try the 4-2-4 formation. But we do have our mid-season round up here, and we are ahead with 11 points at first. We've only got 18 wins, 6 draws and 1 loss. So we've got a scout report from Germany, and he's brought back an 89, which because we've just sold our keeper, we're going to have to try and replace him, so we'll go ahead and send him even though he's not exactly a 90. Then going into Italy, not Italy, Ireland, he's brought back absolute garbage, so we'll get rid of all of them. Then going over to France, we've got an 80 overall, 85 overall as well. So we have a youth squad report, and he's dropped back down to an 81, which is he's not going to be any use to us, but we might need him for squad depth eventually. Then we've got Kirk Ryan, who has went up again to an 84 to a 94. This is getting better and better for him. The only fear is that he will be a left back, which is not what I'm wanting. I want him to be an attacker. For this reason, we could have actually found our own version of Cutsy's Rosenborg. Looking at this player right here, he looks so good. 90 acceleration, 84 sprint speed, 82 short passing, 84 agility, 73 crossing. Then we do have Dame, who has went down to an 84 unfortunately. Then we've come back from another scout report. We have found a 73 to 94. He looks like he can play about anywhere, so we'll sign him. A 70 overall as well, and an 87 we'll get rid of him. Then going over to Ireland, we have a 64 overall, we have a 71 overall, an 82, and an 85. Going into France now, we have an 87 and an 83. So about youth squad report again, whose lot is a 76 to 94, which is looking good, but it looks as though it could be defensive, which is what I'm hoping. Then we've got Dame, who's went back up to an 85, Antonelli, who's went up to, down again to a 78. Then we're going to have the man Kirk Ryan, who's still an 87 to 94 overall, which I actually can't wait till he turns 16 so we can sign him straight away. So we've got a scout report from Germany again. We've got a 73 overall here, with these no use. So going into Ireland, we've got a 72 overall, and into France we have an 87, and we're going to sign him. So we'll go ahead and send Baird over into, we'll send him. Now we've already been in this area, so in fact no, we'll send him to South America, send him to Argentina with 3 months. Ward we can send to Brazil, and Pavlotti we could send to, where can we send him? We'll send him to America. So we have another monthly squad report, and Dame is still an 85. Bella is went down to a 93, but is still looking promising for a defender. He's a 75, but although his overall is like 70, 33, like 39. We've got Kirk, who is still an 87, but has went down to an 83 unfortunately. But yes, there it is. He is a right wing, which is what I was wanting, what I was hoping he was going to be. And then we've got Trent, who has went down to an 81. So I have a scout report from USA. We've got a 60 here, a 73 and a 90, which we're going to sign him. We've got Ward in Brazil. We've got an 83 overall here, a 79 and an 83. Then going into Baird in Argentina only brings back a 73. Then a monthly scout report. We do have Bellocs went down to an 89, but has got 75 potential. He looks as though he could be a great right back actually, so we're going to send him into the club. Then we've got Kirk, who's still an 87 to 93, but he starts looking better now, and the other two are average. And guess what? With 2 games left, I was 1 point behind promotion, which is what they wanted. I was 1 point behind it with 2 games left, and they terminated my contract because they weren't happy. Even though I could have made it to promotion, they still ended my contract. So after this, I couldn't decide whether I was going to restart a new one or just take a job offer. And so there we go. We've decided to just take a job offer from somewhere else. We're only 1 season in it, so it won't be too hard to build back up anyway. And we'll go see who we can decide to go with. So I've decided to go for Oxford here. We're going to sign for them. They have a decent budget, but I'm sorry, but see as soon as I can, and I'm signing Kirk Ryan straight from Portsmouth as soon as I can, because he has so much potential and I want to use him. So guys, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed this year episode, then please let me know down in the comments below. Hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button as well. It'd really mean a lot, and I'd really appreciate it. It'd help me out so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.